So this week, just like last week, we have actually we have a name change. It used to be called Jett Tests, but we've changed the name because we've rebranded and we're just keeping up with the times. It's now called Under the Surface. Is that right, Jett?
That's right.
We've rebranded you.
Yeah. So same sort of idea, but just a bit catchier name, so we can get it out in the public.
And it works with our podcast title, Surfacing Tech Podcast and Under the Surface Technology. I love it.
Professional.
Yeah, everything's coming together. So this week we've got kind of an interesting one. We've got Jett looking at Azure and using virtual machines. Do you want to just give us, before we jump over and take a look at the video, Jett, do you want to just give us a quick rundown of what you took a look at?
Yeah, awesome. So Microsoft Azure, most people probably aren't aware of, but it's a big part of Microsoft. It's their cloud computing service, which is basically, and I explained it in the video, but it's just being able to access computer power online. That's as simple as it is. And so in the video, I take advantage of that and go, well, what can you do if you have all this computing power that you can just access through the internet?
Well, yeah, it's an awesome video. I had a little look earlier on, but let's jump over now and we'll take a look.
So what do you guys think of my new computer? Hi everyone, this is Jett for Under the Surface. Now I'm not showing off a new Surface, let's start with that. My little Surface Go is being powered by Microsoft Azure. Microsoft Azure is awesome. It powers some amazing technology, including the upcoming Xcloud that will allow gamers to play Xbox titles on their phone or tablet. Now I'm pretty sure most people won't have come across Microsoft Azure. So let's start with what it is. Azure is Microsoft's cloud computing software. Cloud computing is on the rise with cloud storage like OneDrive, streaming like Netflix, and even your email. So I'd say you've probably come in touch with it before. Cloud technology is just the ability to access resources online. In the case of OneDrive, it's your files. With Netflix, it's those awesome movies that you want to stream on the go. And for Azure, it's computing power. It's like having a supercomputer that you can access online. Currently, Microsoft Azure is mostly targeted at businesses, which offer some amazing tools and services. So companies like BMW, HP, Adobe, and even ASOS are already taking advantage of Azure to improve their businesses. So why would I be interested in it? Of course, I'm looking forward to Xcloud's release, and stay tuned because we have a video coming up where we're going to show off Xbox game streaming, which is currently in preview in Australia. So get subscribed so you don't miss out on that. But I'm not a giant company, so why would I want Azure? You might have connected the dots from the intro, but I'm interested in one specific feature of Azure: virtual desktops. Many people may use virtual desktops or remote desktops in their work. Virtual desktops is just the ability to access a computer remotely and use its resources. But why would I want to do that? I have a great computer sitting on my desk. The keyword is virtual. A virtual desktop gives you tons of benefits over a traditional computer. So things like, if I need to upgrade it, it just takes a few clicks. Now, because we're talking about supercomputers, you could say I have access to some amazing specs. We're talking 416 core CPUs and 11,400 gigabytes of RAM. Wait, let's think about that. That's 11,400 gigabytes of RAM. That's over 11 terabytes of RAM. My laptop, which is pretty good, has 16 gigabytes of RAM. So you could say that their computer can handle a pretty crazy workload. And all I have to do to access this is click. It comes with other benefits as well. It actually doesn't matter if I'm at home or on the go, because all I need to access this amazing service is the internet. So I can even access it on things like my phone. Because I'm using a computer that's used at a Microsoft data center, you could say it also has some pretty awesome internet. So what could you do with all this power? Well, anything really. You can game, video edit, just surf the web. It's still a computer after all. It's just super powered computer that you can use anywhere. Now I'm using a student account to access all of these amazing features. And paying for these services at the moment might not fit everyone's budget. However, I just wanted to show off how powerful this type of technology is. the beginning to become a normal tool for businesses, and it's even accessible to the average person. You can just sign up and get an account. The technology changes what is needed in a computer. Performance specs become less important, and features like battery life, weight, and the ability to always be connected to the internet. Wait a second. So I hope you enjoyed this look into what I believe is the future of computing. Stay tuned for the next Under the Surface and comment below, because I'm interested to hear what you would use the power of a virtual machine for.
That's a really good, nice little insight into virtual machines and Azure. I think let's put you on the spot a little bit. Let's ask you some questions. Has anyone got any questions they want to throw Jett's way?
Yeah, Jett. Okay, so being in Canberra, very public servant heavy, and now all public servants, most of the departments end up using Citrix. So, remote computing, virtual desktops, that sort of thing. And I always get asked the question, I want to put it to you since you've had a bit of experience with it now. Do you notice a experience change between, for example, a low spec machine, a medium spec machine, and maybe a high spec machine, or just the low and high specifically?
Good question. Good to start. The biggest difference is not so much between low end and high end. There's a few specs that really stand out. So things like having a really good internet connection. And so if you're buying a latest computer, it should have the latest Wi-Fi 6 chip in it. Doesn't matter if you buy the top end or the bottom end, they all have that sort of Wi-Fi chip, which is very, very important. And then it's just having like the bare minimum, just the basic sort of stuff. So having enough RAM that you can turn the computer on and run the desktop, which like 4 could probably do it. I ran it on 8 gigabyte machines, which is smooth, and you don't really have anything running in the background because you're literally just logging straight on. So you don't need a ton of RAM. You don't really need any storage at all because you don't actually store anything on your computer. You store it, and I used OneDrive. So if I was if I was not in the virtual machine, I could access my whole library of everything. And when I logged into the virtual machine, I could access my whole library of everything in OneDrive. So it removes that sort of need. So yeah, it kind of, and that's what I talked about at the end. It changes the focus of computing. You no longer need these super high powered machines. You just need something okay. I wouldn't say don't go cheap out and get something really, really basic, because you might find that they use a slower end Wi-Fi chip or they just can't handle. But something basic can definitely do it for you. And then it becomes important to go, well, what are the other features that I need? I need something that's lightweight. I need something with battery life. I need something that can connect. I need something with a good screen. Like that's when a really good looking screen is important, because you're going to be looking at it all day. Why not spend a bit extra on something like that? But yeah, it definitely changes that. You don't need the best spec in the world. You just need something good. And then you just subscribe basically to whatever spec you do need, which also, and I didn't say it in the video, it means you can adjust. So at Christmas time, you probably don't need the best computer in the world. You're not doing a lot of work. So you can actually downscale. You can go, I don't need all this spec. I'll just downscale a bit. And then when it comes to the end of the semester for uni, or like we're editing videos, you could literally just up your spec for that day. You could go, just today, I need really high specs because I need to do this job. And then as soon as you're finished, you can scale it back down, which hardware just doesn't allow.